Welcome back to another edition of Vikings Film Room, brought to you by the Vikings Entertainment Network. I'm your host, Pete Bercich. Now, in the NFL on game day, there is no room for speculation. However, here at the network, speculation is what we do best. And with the Vikings' new head coach, Kevin O'Connell, bringing his offense here, let's take a look and speculate at what that may mean for our running game here in Minnesota. Now, one of the things that Coach O'Connell talked about in his press conference was the illusion of complexity. What exactly is that? What does that mean? Well, this is a perfect example of it, and we're going to look at it from the eyes of a defensive end and what's going on. This is just a simple run play, but with everything going on around it, it becomes a much more effective type of a run. In this case, the defensive end is responsible for the cutback of the running back, but you're going to get motion. You're going to get a different release from the tight end right here, and you're going to see at the mesh point, his first key goes outside. Then he has this receiver flashing by, all designed to just create some space, create some softness in between he and the defensive end, and what really should be a dead play ends up being a 5-yard run. So great job building some complexity into a simple running play. All right, another way that you can do that. In this case, Cooper Kupp's in the backfield. Now, Cooper Kupp, red flags all over the place. We got a wide receiver in the backfield. This is different, this is new. All they're really doing here is motioning him out of the backfield, and look what it does to the defense. You're gonna see this linebacker all of a sudden has to step out, and by doing so, pulls him out of the box, and now they have the number count. They have 5 defenders on 5 offensive linemen. Again, a simple running play, and now at the point of attack, this running back has a couple options. Now, I'd love to be able to give Dalvin Cook all these kinds of options. He has the cutback, he can stay forward. A little bit of a mix-up on the front side of this play where they weren't able to get back to this linebacker. Short gain, but the potential there created by illusion for a big running play. All right, now we saw some examples of motion and then running away from motion. Another example, wide receiver, jet motion, moving right before the snap, forcing all these defenders to move, but they're gonna keep this thing front side, and look what they have. They have the number count again. A hat on a hat all the way across the board. You're giving this running back a lot of different lanes. This could be Dalvin Cook in space. I would love to see him with this much of the field, with his vision and his ability to cut back, to just bring that thing back, get north and south, break a tackle, all the way to the end zone. All right, on that last play, we saw them run outside to motion. Well, in this case, you got the tight end on the line of scrimmage, wide receiver in the flank. Watch this guy. As soon as he goes in motion, one guy moving on offense requires 3 defenders to have to move. They start this play front side, but they bring Cooper Kupp on the backside, and you've got this big block by the tight end on the defensive end. The tight ends play a critical role in this offense, especially in their blocking. If that block holds up, that's another 10 or 12-yard play. So they run to the motion, they run away from the motion. The defense has no idea where this ball is going to go. Now, another kind of overarching theme that we see is the importance of the tight end in the running game. And you're gonna see on this play exactly what we're talking about. You've got a wide receiver again at a flank, with the tight end on the line of scrimmage. Again, the jet motion, this time they're gonna counter back, and it's this block by the tight end on the defensive end to kick him out. The wide receiver leads up on the defensive back. They're walling it here. They have a lane to run through. They have this thing blocked up beautifully. Running back Akers is able to squeak through and get himself about 14 yards. Illusion of complexity? Let us continue. This looks like the same formation, right? Not exactly. This tight end, he's a little bit more off the ball than normal, about 12 inches. If you're not paying attention to detail, you're not going to see that. This wide receiver, last time he came through and blocked. This time he's flexed out just a little bit wider. What does all this mean? The defenders don't notice it, they're at a disadvantage. Because in this case, they're going to take this tight end, drag him all the way across, blocking down on the front side. He kicks out on the defensive end. You have a block up here on the linebacker, and look at that lane. If that receiver can get to the backside cutoff, Dalvin Cook is gone on this kind of a play. On the last play, we saw a counter away from the jet motion. Let's see what happens this time. Wide receiver coming across. Once again, notice this tight end, just a little bit off the ball. Don't notice it if you're a defender. That could cause problems. Jet motion, now they're blocking down and they're gonna kick out this way. The tight end pulling around, guard kicking out, tight end kicking out. They have this thing blocked up. If the tight end is a little more physical at the point of attack, this again is a huge, huge play. We need a tight end that can move and a tight end that can block at the point of attack. Now, to put an exclamation point on the position of tight end, let's just watch this little matchup. Kendall Blanton, one-on-one with Joey Bosa. This is what I love about football. Just straight downhill, blocking up front. You have the gap for the running back to get through. Look what he does. Boom. Blanton takes Bosa and dumps him on his back. Great job blocking by the tight end. If we can get this kind of stuff, our running game is going to be outstanding. So overall, we get a great view of how the illusion of complexity helps this running game. And with Dalvin Cook in the backfield, the possibilities, I think, are endless. However, a good blocking tight end is the key. So Irv Smith Jr., get those pads ready.